Good morning, kiddos. It's Mrs. Gershon here. Let's take a peek at today's math work. It says Joe and Mike both ran the same race. Joe finished the race 4 minutes before Mike. If Joe finished the race at 4:02, what time did Mike finish the race? So we know that Joe finished before Mike. We can use our elapsed time number line. So Joe was finished. Oh, that's what we have to find out. We have to find out when Joe finished the race. We're not sure, but we do know when Mike finished the race. Mike finished the race at 4:02. So using our mountains, hills, or rocks, we know we have to go back 4 minutes. So we're just going to do 4 rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I technically could move Joe over here to where the 4 minutes ends. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I'm counting backwards by minutes, I would go from 4:02 to 4:01, and then I would go to 4 o'clock. Now this is the tricky part. Before 4 o'clock, we have 3:59. You have to go to the hour before, and then 3:58. So we know that Joe finished before Mike, so it would make sense that his time was 3:58 and Mike's time was 4:02. So our answer would be A. Moving on, we have the distance between Liam's home and his school is exactly 1 mile. So here are our whole numbers as shown on the number line below. Liam buys a snack at the store that is 3/8 mile from his home. I don't think we need to underline all of that. We can circle our 3/8. What point on the number line shows the location of the store? So let's double check that our whole number line is 8. So I'm going to do the jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You could even take this one step further and write in all of your fractions. We have 7/8, and then our one whole should be 8/8, which we know is correct because the numerator and the denominator are the same. We know 3/8 is right here on B, so your answer would be B. Let's go ahead to the next one. We have which number line shows the fraction 1/3 plotted correctly. Now this is a little bit tricky. We actually had this problem just recently on a test. So we're going to circle our whole numbers on every number line. And we're actually going to do the jumps to double check because we know on a number line that's marked as thirds, you need 3 jumps. So let's go ahead and look at A. So A only has 2 jumps. We're going to cross that one off. Let's look at B. We're going to come down 1, 2, 3. That's great. We have 3 jumps and 1/3 is on the first jump. So we're going to keep that as a possibility. Let's look at C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps. We're only supposed to have 3 jumps. And D, we have 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 jumps again on D. But we know with fractions that the pieces have to be equal. Even same on a number line, the jumps have to be equal. D's number line does not have equal jumps. The first jump is smaller, then you have a big jump in the middle, then a small jump at the end again. So that is not equal parts. That is not a fraction. So B would be your best choice for number 22. Number 23, it says a store has 8 fish tanks that each have 40 liters of water. What is the total number of liters of water in all of the fish tanks? Now, I know that we see total, we see in all, but we also see that word each. Each is multiplication. We're talking about groups. So you have 8 tanks here. And every single tank has 40 liters of water. They want to know all of this together. Now, you can go ahead and add all of that together, or, sorry, I was trying to erase there, or you can use multiplication to make your life a lot easier. You might have to do your 9 lines for your 8 times 4. And we'll show you that. And our 4 has a 0 on the end because it's 40 liters of water. So 8 tanks times 40 liters of water. Let's box our 0. 8 times 4, you could do your 9 lines for 8s or 4s. But 8 times 4 is 32. And then we bring the 0 onto the end. So your best choice is D. Last week, Paul ate 2 cookies each day for 5 days. This week, he ate 2 cookies each day for 4 days. Which expression can be used to represent the total number of cookies Paul ate in these 2 weeks? 2 weeks together, and we're looking for that total number, and we have that word each again. So I know last week was 2 cookies every day for 5 days, so 5 times 2 is 10. And then this week, it was 4 days times 2 equals 8. So I know that, 10 plus 8 gives us 18. So over the 2 weeks, Paul should have eaten 18 cookies. Now I can go ahead and solve each one of these to see which one gives me 18. So I know that 5 times 4 is 20. Those are our days. 20 times 2 is 40. So that's not going to work. Remember, do your parentheses first. Then I have 5 plus 4 is 9. 2 times 9 is 18. So that matches. Let's try this. I have 2 times 5 is 10. I have 2 times 4 is 8, which is what I originally did. But they want me to multiply in this one, which gives me 80. Does not match. Let's try it this way. 2 plus 5 is 7. 2 plus 4 is 6. 7 times 6 is 42. So that does not work either. So I went ahead and I solved the problem and I showed my work, and then I went and solved each of the problems inside of our choices. So that's one strategy that you can use for that if you aren't able to see that this was distributive property. So what they were doing is they were taking all of the days, which happened to be 5 days plus 4 days, which gave us the 9 days. And you have to multiply that by 2 cookies a day. Okay. All right, kiddos, we will talk more about this in small group this week, and we will be chatting with you soon. Have a great day.